the Cyclones will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Smith dropping to pass. It's complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Guys, let's talk just for a second about Stanford. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Now on the return. He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They go to the ground. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
They'll give it to him again. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top.
Oh, there's an alley to the left. Touchdown, Cyclones! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Got enough for the first. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Guys, let's take a big picture view of Stanford. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Catch in the middle, it's Washington. Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short.
29 Philly. 2-9
Philly. Using his legs, it's Parrish. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Smith wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these third downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. A beautiful pass.
Stanford going back to work with another first down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll give it to the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Green 25.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big third down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
Stanford comes up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback Steve trying to power his way ahead for a few. Sneaks into the end zone.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go.
There he goes. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. They'll ride the hot hand. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. The run from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Back to throw, it's Young. Quickly complete. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Cyclones come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Willihan. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Breaks into the open. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to run for it. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
And the Cyclones will go for it here on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, I like getting field goals and putting points on the board, but not when it's 4th and... And I'm going to trust my unit. He trusts his guys, and they come through for him. They're trying to get 6 on this possession and now set up with 1st and goal.
The Cyclones line it up with a 1st and goal. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Go straight ahead. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Leaves it with the running back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Iowa State. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Power football with the run. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
The Cardinal come to the line facing 3rd and short. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
They'll run it to the right side. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. He has 60 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Smith dropping to pass. Caught close to the marker. It's Washington. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. That's reeled in. It's Wolf. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down. Stanford quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Washington. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. And an empty backfield here on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Quarterback on the move, still looking. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Well, the quarterback led his target too much on that outbreaking route. I think in the future, just trying to put it on his front shoulder makes it a lot easier to make the catch.
Using his feet. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Makes the grab on the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Smith wants to throw. Snags it! He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. They have had the ball for a week and a half. Play number 10 coming up. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Fires downfield. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. Past the 30. Past the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones!
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Bringing it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Give to the running back. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement.
Oh, he's got some space. Past the 50. At the 30. He's at the touchdown, Iowa State. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Virginia Tech looks like a legit contender right now. That offense is just having its way so far. They're up 14 over Fresno State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Makes the catch. It's Hayes. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting.
That's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got enough for the first down. Touchdown, Cyclones! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense looking more and more like themselves. This is what we're accustomed to seeing. Last week, more of a blip, right? 0-1 to start the season. Kind of had some bad vibes, some bad mojo. Bounced right back, putting up a ton of points. And this one is all but over. 1-1 is here for this team.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Smith dropping to pass. Plucks it out of the air.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Got his man on the right. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Stanford wants to push the pace.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense. And he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
It's first and goal as Stanford comes to the line. Finds his big tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2.
Let's go!
They want to run this quarterback. And they'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal!
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Young. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Now that's a throw in the drag route where you just got to have patience. You got to let your wide receiver clear through all the bodies in the middle of the field, and they just couldn't hook up on that one.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Stands in and takes the hit. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And the Cyclones will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's got him. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Cardinal come to the line facing 3rd and short. Smith wants to throw. Makes the catch along the sideline. Just picked up a few, but enough for a first down.
Well, the defense just needs to do a better job on that critical situation. That was a golden opportunity to get off the field, but the quarterback and receiver, they were just better on that one. Nice throw. Nice job by the receiver getting his feet in bounds.
Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The offense changing the play. He wants to throw it again. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Short throw is complete, and he'll grab it, step out of bounds, and pick up the first down. Stanford quickly to the line.
Obviously, great job picking up the first down there through the air, but you're trailing by a lot of points now, and you're in that area of the field where you should take a shot. If I was the offensive coordinator, I'd be thinking about throwing this next one into the end zone and trying to cut into the lead.
Under fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Smith dropping to pass. Finds his back in the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Unloads quickly. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Stanford! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game, get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away.
Number 58, set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Lee. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Using his legs, it's Lee. Turning it on. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Leads it with the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of that.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Back to pass, it's Young. It's complete to the right. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Back to the ground game on the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
On third down, he drops to throw. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
They'll immediately call timeout. Have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. Feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
And in this situation late, when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Quarterback making adjustments. Smith wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the first down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock. You could not do that any better in a 2-minute situation.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Wolf. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. So now it's 2nd and long.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Going to try to get it himself. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Well, just a really nice job there on that 3rd down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up 4th down.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Spits it out to the back. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And now my mindset has to completely change. Listen, we needed points. That's over. Like, plenty of time left, over 3 minutes on the clock. I got to get me a stop, and I got to get that football back so my offense can score some points.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Tight end now in motion. The give on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Young. Get it out on the screen. Crosses to 45. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And the Cyclones will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. They'll try the run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They'll leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
clock stops, we have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Now, if they can get a stop on this 3rd and 10, expect an immediate timeout. Quick pass on the jet motion. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down. 4th down coming from the 48. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Cyclones will send out the punt unit. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Making side adjustments here. Smith dropping to pass. He's taking a deep shot. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I just love the effort by the defense on this play. We're late in the game. It's in the 4th quarter. Guys are tired, and they're not able to get to the QB right away, but they continue pursuing him, and they're able to get to him outside of the pocket. Nice job.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab.
And they get the completion, and they get out of bounds, which is obviously important to stop the clock. But what's really important now is it's 4th down. And that made it more manageable. But obviously, the clock is not as important as making sure you get this 4th down conversion.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them, but they had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world.